So you like the frozen Mountain Dew?
Yeah, the frozen dew drive.
We were doing this in '99. Ice.
Was that 30 years ago?
Yeah, ice, Mountain Dew, and vodka. Blend it up. Frothy.
It's delicious.
It's good to be back.
It's been a while.
Season 4.
Season 4. I think we've only got one episode in season 3. So
no, but we're back. Season 4. Took a little break.
Mm-hmm.
Little break. A couple weddings, vacations. You were sick, then I was sick.
Yeah, it was the AIDS that you had.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Gromit's been real upset. Mr. Gromit41, he actually tweeted us today.
What did he say?
He says, "Hope you guys are doing well, and I miss you." And that was the second time he's pretty much said that.
People count on it, you know. I spoke to several people. There's a young lady, a fan up in Oregon, who
Eugene.
I don't think Eugene. I'm not sure. I think near Portland, but she counts on the podcast for her drive to work. She likes to listen to it on Monday morning.
She must have been devastated.
Well, she's feeling glum, you know, coming off a bender on the weekend,
right?
And drives to work, and you know.
And so yeah, I'm definitely happy to be back. I feel like we're getting the new studio. Well, odds are we're getting the new studio pretty soon, within like 2 or 3 months.
It's looking good. Yeah, I would say by episode 4 of season 4.
All right.
Well, we should be in the new stud.
Oh, dude, we're going to get them done. They're going to be edited on the fly. Our high-tech fucking editing suite.
Yeah, you're going to have like a cot in the studio. So you can just edit on the fly. So what's been going on with you since the last situation?
Well, man, I mean, I was getting a tooth fixed, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I went with the discount dentist, LA Dental Clinic. I found a Groupon. And
now, was it a Groupon for dead? Did it say got a dead tooth?
It was a tooth implant. So I went there and I was like, "Hey, I see this could be $1,700 or whatever for the replacement." And they're like, "Oh, you don't want to get rid of the tooth. You want to have your root intact because it's more healthy."
They didn't want to honor the Groupon, is what it was.
Quite possible, but they gave me a root canal, and then they gave me. I think I'm on my 5th try at a tooth. And this is the most matching color. It's a front tooth, so it's very hard to match.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not making an excuse for these idiots.
No, listen. First of all, how many times have you been in?
Next time, I've been in, I think, 5 times. Next will be the 6th, and hopefully the last.
That's nuts.
I'm talking, and some of them have been 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
They should have yanked, here's what they should have done. They should have yanked that thing out of your head and just popped a fake one in. It would have looked fine instead of trying to match your grayish gargoyle tooth to the other ones.
You saw the stump, right? I showed you the picture of the stump. That's what the problem is, because the crowns are opaque. So like they come, like it comes through,
right?
And these idiots didn't give the lab guy the right.
I don't want to
get
into how fake tooth solving works.
I'm sure others are quite curious. You had something wrong with your face.
Your face, which arguably the most important thing about your appearance.
Sure, right, okay.
The most important part of your face, the mouth, which people look at when you speak, you had a major flaw that made you hideous. You chose to use a Groupon to get it fixed.
They got good.
That's the problem.
Well, no, I checked it out. I obviously checked the reviews. I called them.
What did you check them on?
Yelp. I checked on Yelp.
Yelp.tooth.com.
Dead.tooth.yelp.com.
Deadtooth.yelp.
No, but I mean, it's getting worked out. I'm really happy, and
it looks a lot better.
Yeah, exactly.
You still have the little ring of deadness where the gum meets the tooth.
Yeah, they're idiots. I mean, they're
what are they going to do?
The thing is about that they're making a whole new tooth. And this one,
what?
Yeah, this is the tooth number 4.
Why can't they just put a little bit of white out on the top?
She tried to use the fucking caulking Bondo shit, like fake me out. And I'm like, dude, you just shot some fucking Bondo up my gum. Like,
if a dentist needs to throw a Groupon, yeah, they're not good.
All right. No dentists are good. They're failed doctors. They're failed out of med school.
No question.
But I mean, the thing is too, like they're like salesmen. They're like, speaking of which, also, not to change.
Oh yeah,
the
they
subject.
are. They're trying to sell you upgrades.
Yeah, it's
They're
like,
yeah, I could clean your teeth out, or I
you
could.
want the whitener? Like, do you
Yeah.
want the trays? You'll have to come back every 2 weeks and get the shit that costs $100. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to come here every 2 weeks for the rest of my
No,
life.
you go and you're like, "Can I get my teeth cleaned?" They're like, "Those teeth, or you want me to take those out, put another set of teeth in, clean those."
We got a clean set over there.
Yeah, it's only gonna be like $2,500
But no, I also, I've been working out as well.
for 3 days. Let's not.
It's been a week. It's been a week.
Okay,
So, anyways, my point being,
a week does nothing.
speaking of just asshole failed at their main profession people, these people at LA Fitness are like failed car salesmen, and they're like trying to sell you like,
Oh my God.
if you walk into a gym, you're pretty much like 90% gonna get the membership.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like hard sell. They called me on Sunday. They called me on Monday, which was Memorial Day. So I go in there and I sit down, and they're still selling me. I'm in there like signing the paperwork. They're still selling me. Like, I'm like,
Well, they're idiots. I
they
mean,
really are. Like,
first of all, because they hire in shape people, because they're like, this will sell. If you're talking to a fat blob, you're not going to exactly have faith in that gym.
Yeah.
But they're idiots.
Yeah, they're
so
really
they
dumb.
teach them. They go to like an 8-hour course where they're like,
Yeah.
ask questions,
100%.
upsell. So
Yeah.
then they're just in there trying to. I love when you go in and they're like. You go into a shitty gym where 30 of your friends belong.
Yeah, that's
and everyone's like, yeah, I pay like 30 a month, nothing down.
right.
They're like, okay, so we'll start you. Our cheapest deal that we can do today is $1,500 down and $2,000 a month.
did you say you had friends that go here?
Yeah,
Like-
you're like, no, I'm not gonna pay that. So just start me with the one where I put nothing down.
No, and then they pulled the move, like, because it's the exact scenario that I went through.
Same as the car thing where they go talk to the manager, right?
Yeah, he goes, well, I'm going to waive the $250 initiation fee. I'm going to see if I could do better than I did for your friend. And he's like, I think I could do it. He's like, but I don't know. He's like, I gotta talk to my man. Like, first of all, this guy made no fucking sense. Like,
Oh, I know.
Like, he legit failed out of the sales class. There's no way he made it through.
I know.
And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, well, if you wait till Monday, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the same deal. And I'm like, if I wait till Monday, you're not going to be able to give me the same deal?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, really? I'm like, I think you'll give me the same
The best
deal.
is like it's like the infomercials that run throughout the day, and they're like, only if you order in the next 15 minutes.
it's got the ticking
Yeah.
clock, like it's counting down.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna throw in the second set of knives, no matter when I call.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no
sir, I
shit.
can't do it. Please, okay.
Oh my god.
So
oh my god.
I actually we used to prank call those late at night.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was really fun.
Yeah, yeah, of
And
course.
like we called and I was doing some voice. And I was like, I wanted to hear about like the mixed box of gems or whatever they were selling.
yeah.
And the guy knew immediately that I was like a shitty kid.
Right.
And he just goes, it was like this nerd, and he was like, he wasn't having it, and he just goes, sir, are you aware that we have traced your phone number and that it is a federal crime to pull prank calls?
yeah.
I was like, yeah, call the feds. The FBI is
They
going
have,
to be
they have nothing better to do. That's what they
yeah,
do.
kicking down my door. Did you call Ron Popeil?
Oh my god.
So, your girlfriend also moved out here in the time that we've been down.
Sure. Yeah. That's another reason. I mean, that's another reason why we've been down.
Yeah, by the way, that's the main reason.
No, it's not.
It is?
It's
because
not.
I've never fucking heard anyone.
I come all the way over to your shithole apartment.
It's on your way home.
It's not.
We've
It's
already
the opposite way of my fucking house.
explain.
No.
You're driving west.
Do I need to draw a fucking map? I'll put it on the website. Point being is that
Apparently
I
you
come
do.
over here and I don't get home until like 11:30 when I come and do it here.
So since she moved here, you have a bedtime.
No, I like to go spend time with her. I enjoy spending. I enjoy spending time.
But
with
do you
her.
have a curfew? Yes or no?
The answer is no. A resounding no.
Okay. I know there's not a set curfew where it's like written down on a chalkboard. Mm-hmm. Is there an implied curfew where if you get home after that, you're going to have to deal with some grunting and groaning and grumbling?
Well, no.
There's an
she
implied
doesn't
curfew.
grunt or groan.
No,
unless
but
we're
like a
having
little
sex.
like, it's kind of late, I'm tired. Oh.
No,
Oh,
she
you're
doesn't
just
really do
getting home
that.
now?
I might get a hairy text. That's it. A hairy text. Hairy text.
What does it say?
It'll be like, so are you gonna be home soon? And then I'll be like, no, probably not. You should probably go to bed. And she'll be like, oh, okay. And then when I get home, she's sweet and nice. I mean, isn't that what relationships are all about?
You're so full of shit because she listens to the podcast. No, but
It
I've
must
totally
be
seen.
great, by the way, that your significant other does not listen to the podcast. She hasn't listened to one. She told me the other day, and I'm like, man,
She's smart because she's smart.
Is she?
Because she
Is she?
because she knows that she's not gonna like it. The same way I don't look at her Facebook page because like, what's the point?
I know.
What's
it's
the
just
point?
like I don't care. I don't care.
But
We've stopped like texting and calling for the most part.
dude, I've tried numerous times to do the no text relationship.
When you live together, it's like I'm gonna see you like tonight. Like you know.
Also, I asked for a basic thing today because I was like slammed with all this shit, and I just asked her to do me like a quick favor. That clearly was like, look this stuff up, send me an email.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of like a really important phone call, and
Right.
it's literally my phone's just going beep 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 beep. I'm getting like 38 texts. I'm like, what's? And I think my phone's malfunctioning.
Right.
Literally sent me a 38-part text with the information that I'd asked for. Should have been handled in email. No, people misuse texting.
No, I mean, dude, there should never be a situation where somebody texts you a web page link ever. So, anyways, let's get into some odd news.
I mean, there's one thing I've been thinking about. You got a few things ready? Because I can't get over this cannibal in Miami.
Oh my god! I mean,
fantastic.
that's not odd news. That's the hottest fucking news story that's been happening for 3 days now.
It's pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
So the guy took bath salts. What are these? The last thing I knew, bath salts was something you put in the tub.
No, people have been. They're like amphetamines, and people huff them like homeless people. They huff them.
But they're sold legally, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, that's clearly coming to an end very shortly now. I mean, they made ephedrine illegal, and nobody was eating anybody's face with that shit.
So this shit gets you so high that and it
It's
sucks.
it's like meth, or like a mixture of meth and PCP, kind of.
Yeah.
Like so, you kind
Which-
of you hallucinate, and you're like Superman crazy. From what I've heard,
it sounds. Yeah, I was gonna say you've done all of
I'm
them, and
on it right now.
probably bath salts. It's too bad that they killed the guy, because I would like for him to sober up.
You want to pick his brain?
Yeah,
You want to pick
a little
his
bit,
brain?
a little bit.
Big D.
Look, because this guy had no history of eating people,
No,
so I want to know. But I also want to see.
homeless though. He was homeless. He might have been hungry.
Here's what I would have liked: they shot him with a tranquilizer dart,
Yeah.
and then they just put a camera on him on live broadcast, so you could watch the moment where he wakes up, kind of sober now.
Yeah.
And someone goes, "Hey, man, guess what you did?" And then they just show him a picture as he's got a face hanging out of his teeth.
No, yeah, that's a TV show right there.
That's a bad wake up.
That's a Spike TV show right there.
I'm always embarrassed, like when I wake up and like I've trekked mud on the carpet.
Or you've gotten in just a brutal knockdown, drag out fight with the girlfriend, and you're like,
That's only sober.
yeah, yeah, okay.
What's the worst thing that you've ever woken up and had no recollection, and then you found out what you had done the night before, and it's the worst you've ever felt?
Oh God, I mean that's real hard.
I got one on the top of my head while you think slowly with your dumb brain.
Monkey, ape, gorilla brain.
I was in college senior year, and I woke up, and it was just like a brutal night the night before. It was like getting really close to graduation.
Yeah.
So we were going really hard every night. And I woke up, and I was like walking to like go to the bathroom, and there's a full body mirror, and I just looked in the mirror, and I had about half an inch width. Just scrape all the flesh scraped off my face from my nose all the way to my hairline, directly up the center of my head. And it was like graduation was in like 3 days.
Oh man, I mean the majority of mine involve. I could think of one off the top of my head. Left girlfriend's house, furiously angry. Punched stop sign while walking by myself, broke hand.
Oh, you idiot!
And then, I mean, I've
dummy.
told this story a million times, but the tooth is due to...
You threw a keg, right?
I picked it up over my head, and I tripped, and I fell on it as I
Oh,
was going
man.
to toss it.
That's not even funny. Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
By the way, you know what is funny?
What?
Breaking news.
What?
Justin Bieber knocked out cold on stage in Paris.
On stage?
Yeah, he was knocked out cold after running into a wall of glass.
Oh, my God.
He couldn't see it because he didn't know there was a wall there, and he ran face first into it.
Got a concussion, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
God, I hope he goes to sleep.
He walked to his dressing room and passed out cold for 15 seconds.
God, what a fucking idiot. I mean,
not so cool right now, boyfriend.
I mean, like, you know,
Not sweating on anybody.
you know what the greatest part of that whole thing is that, like, you know the feeling that he had right when he did it, like his cool.
Oh,
like his,
yeah, it gets
like
sucked
in
right
his
out of you.
body, like he felt like more than anybody who else in the world who would have done that. Like he felt like the biggest douchebag schmuck in the world.
Oh man, when you do one of those things like where you physically fall or whatever it is, like all the pride that you have in yourself just goes. It's like a vacuum sucks it out of you. I went to Australia to study abroad, and like.
What do they teach over there that they don't teach here? Because don't you usually do that like, for a language?
Aboriginal history.
Okay.
I learned not to call them abos. That's the one thing I learned. But so there was like all these Americans. We all went there for like the get to know everybody. There was like maybe 400 or 500 people.
Yeah.
And there was like clearly a group of like cute girls that like went to like Michigan and Wisconsin that had already kind of become a clique.
Right.
Over the course of like the first few days. Mm-hmm. And so like me and a couple buddies went over to talk to them, and they were on the other side of this metal barricade. Mm-hmm. It was like just one of those metal barricade things. I don't know why it was there.
Right.
And like I'm just casually leaning on it, like yeah, what's up? Yeah, probably go get a surfboard later. Like just being real cool.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Cornell." Yeah, whatever. You know, just playing it cool. It's like the first meet and greet. I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna be good." And I'm just leaning on this metal barricade.
Tell me you fell over.
No, and it just starts slowly going over, like I put too much weight. So then I realize, and they're just on the other side of it. So like they're they slowly start backing off.
Yeah.
And then I realize that it's got too much momentum and I can't stop it. So so I'm trying as hard as I can to stop it, but all it's doing is just slowly setting it down. So I just slowly set it down.
Yeah.
And they've like had to back up like 5 feet, and I just kind of like stand up satisfied. I'm like, oh yeah. And they're like,
working out.
They're just like, why did you do that? I was like, I don't know. And I just like walked away.
Wait, so was that the end of it with them? Was that the end of like
it? Like I never
good.
really became that cool with these girls.
Oh my god.
It's like this group of fucking bitches.
I do have a story I want to talk about because I know it's close to your heart.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead, Mom.
How many cats do you think that it would take your significant other to have before you would dump them?
Any more than 3, I would have a big problem with that.
3?
Well, yeah, because then you're becoming one of those people. You're becoming a hoarder.
In Israel, the country, our nation state that we love, couples split over wives. Guess how many?
Well, because you're bringing it up, I'm going to say 56.
550.
Well, come on.
Cats. It's a real story.
But see, that's crazy.
What? I mean, what? This is a story.
No, because I've seen homes with animal hoarders where they have like 80 cats.
All right.
And that's as bad as it can get.
I mean, it's Israel. I don't know.
5. And by the way,
he petitioned the court for a divorce, and that was his reason.
Well, the problem is, first of all, it's not healthy for the cats. No, but the best part is he told the court he was unable to sleep.
He blocked the access to the bathroom.
Yeah. By the way,
just pee on the cats.
No, he said he was unable to sleep because they were constantly on the bed. That's your problem, not the stench of shite
everywhere. I mean, I walked into your apartment today and it stunk like shite, and you've only got 2, and that's after like not cleaning it for only like a month because you're a lazy pig.
A day. A month. Come on. By the way, how many dogs have you killed this week? With ice cream
it's so
trucks?
Funny. I don't have any. I don't drive an ice cream truck. And
you killed a dog with an ice cream truck? Yes or no?
No, I did not.
I can unequivocally say yes, because you weren't supervising it and it was run over.
So really, you would 3 cats? That's all it would take.
I think once you get above 3, you go, okay, this is a problem. Because once the 4th one shows up, you go, we're 3 years away from 40. That's how it starts.
It's an exponential growth thing.
It's like when someone weighs 150 pounds their whole life, and then suddenly they're 200. It's not just going to get capped there. They're not just going, I'm at a nice, comfortable weight now.
No,
they're going to be at 250 next time. At what age was I as smart as you are now? 12?
You will be as smart as I am.
Stop it.
Maybe when you're like 60.
No, stop it. Do you think I was smarter at 12 than you are right now? Honestly, do you think so?
No. Absolutely not.
I was kind of joking with 12. I was going to say 9.
And furthermore, if I ever met you and I was my age and you were 12, I would legit like throw you out of a car or punch you.
Wouldn't be
I mean,
able to because I would have already outsmarted you.
If
and
I ever
tied your shoelaces together.
see, I'm the smart one, and when I invent a time machine, I will go back and kill you.
Funny thing is, I already did.
Why am I still here?
I'm from the 2500s.
Really?
Yeah.
You dress like you're from the 90s. Interestingly enough. Boo. So, do you? I mean, there's another one that's really funny, and
Well, a little news item.
it's been in a movie before, and I think it's really funny that somebody actually did it in real life.
What was it?
Somebody took a sex tape, a hidden camera sex tape, and spliced it into the graduation video that was being shown in front of 450 people.
A high school graduation?
Yeah.
Nice.
and
Genius.
and I mean, it was in Denmark, but still,
Oh, that's not as good. In
I
Denmark,
know.
they didn't even think it was weird.
there's no real punishment in these countries.
I
Like,
know.
You know what I mean? Like in
No.
America,
I think all of Denmark is like a sex club. It's like they like swing in middle school.
dude, the school isn't like pursuing it at all, and they're urging the couple who was videotaped to pursue it. Like, but the school isn't doing anything. They're just like,
Yeah, by the
fuck
way,
it.
if I
Like-
worked for the school, I'd just be like, that sounds like a lot of work.
yeah.
You guys want to go after the perpetrator? By the way, no more news from anywhere but the U.S.
I know, I
because it
don't-
immediately takes all the wind out of my sails,
Should
man.
we just start lying? Should I just start lying? And
Yes.
telling you?
Just use the first letter of the country and then name a city. Dayton.
Ah.
The dog was in Columbus. I was talking to a dude we work with today, and I was pulled up Yahoo, and fucking the top headline on Yahoo is our galaxy will soon crash into the Andromeda galaxy.
Wait, is that a real news headline?
It was the top headline. I'm like, what? So I click on it, like assuming it's happening, at midnight.
Yeah.
For 4 billion years. So they're just scaring everybody for clicks.
Well, no, you know what they're doing? It's the Illuminati are getting ready to reveal aliens to us so that they can scare us into the next false flag bullshit.
Who are the Illuminati?
I'm not going to get into it, stupid idiot.
Yeah, oh, yes. I'm the stupid idiot. Or is the person who believes in Illuminati. I don't even know what that is.
The Illuminati?
You're such a dick. What is Illuminati? I've heard it before. Isn't there some stupid rapper that claims to be?
No, a lot. Supposedly, it's a lot of rap songs that talk about the Illuminati and shit.
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
So
Illuminatus.
So she moved out here. Are you guys?
It's like legit
Staying-
the absolute most horrendous segue in the world. Like everybody's like, wait a minute, hold on, I'm still figuring out what you're talking about.
I'm not trying to do smooth segues, man. I think what people like about
I
this
want a
show is-
segue.
You fall off it. What? So she moved out.
Yeah.
What is the deal with? Are you guys staying in the same place?
I'm not sure. Like, dude, it's been a bumpy road, man. It's been an adjustment period. We've both lived, bachelor or bachelorette lives for the past several years.
Let me
Like,
just clarify for the listeners. He meant bachelor, not
bachelor.
Yeah, so not bachelor.
But
Anyway,
but she's been living by herself. I've basically, I've been living with roommates, but it's like I don't have now. I have somebody that, and it's an adjustment period, and I'm not sure if we're gonna move out together or not yet. We haven't talked about it.
I would be afraid that if you guys moved into separate abodes, that she'll resent you for that because she moved all the way out here from Chicago for you, boy.
Well, I don't think
her
she's,
whole family's
no.
back there.
I mean, I don't think she's gonna resent me. Like, I think though that it is a bad move also because I
Yeah.
think that we've already I don't want to go through the growing pains again.
Good point.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
like now I'm more comfortable and we're clearly happier and not fighting as much and like we're getting
Really?
used to each other. Yeah.
Now that you're getting used to it.
Well, dude, you
imagine
told
if you had
me-
more space.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I got a text from you probably a couple weeks ago, and you go, "I do believe you've become glum," and I was like, "Fuck, I have become glum."
That's right.
And then after that, I was like, "This is ridiculous. Like, I'm just acting like an idiot. Like, I just have to be happy." Where
you know
I'm
what's
at.
funny? You were glum, and now you're out of it.
Yeah, totally. Like, I was just
I
like,
didn't notice that you came out of it, but you
no,
did.
because I stopped. I just was like, I'm not gonna fucking fight with her. Like, she can do what she wants. I mean, I feel like I was getting controlling, and so was she, and it just bounces off both of you. And then,
you did for a little while become a glum cunt.
I know.
Just frowning, just generally angry.
I don't frown. I wasn't frowning, and that's a lie.
You were You weren't great. You were not that much fun.
All right, yeah. I mean, I wasn't great, but I wasn't fucking.
You were a glum cunt.
By the way, I wonder if anybody listened to our Mel Gibson rant. Come on, we just did this. This is our last one.
It's just anytime I press play, it just makes me laugh. You Vegas bitch, Vegas whore. What does that even mean? She loves Vegas. I went to Vegas last weekend.
Did you? How was that?
I'll tell you what. It's the last time I'm gonna go.
Dude.
I don't need to go anymore. I've been like probably 10 or 12 times.
I am with you on that. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care. I don't want to fucking drive through the desert for 4 hours.
Nope.
And then be, like, just in this town where, like, I mean, I could bring my fucking 400-ounce cocktail into the cab. Like, it
I
sounds
know.
great if you're fucking 20 or 21.
It's fucking amazing when you have that stamina when
Yeah.
you're like 22, 23.
Exactly. And we talked about this the other day, dude. And it's not that we have lost the stamina. It's not that we have lost the stamina.
Right.
It's that
or the stamina, sure.
It's we can't take the naps in the middle of the day anymore because
I
we
know.
have responsibilities. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, you know, I just don't need it anymore. Like, I think Vegas, I think you can just kind of get it out of your system. Like, I don't think I'm going to be one of those 40-year-old guys that wants to go to Vegas. I think I'm going to be like, hey, if I'm going to spend those bucks.
Yeah.
By the way, you're not getting out of Vegas for under $2,000,
Dude,
no way.
There's
There's just no way.
It's like when I was
Regardless of gambling.
Yeah, when I was declining the invite to go on the same weekend you were, which was Memorial Day weekend,
Yeah.
from like 30 people who were going,
Yeah.
I'm just like, they're like, just don't spend money. I'm like, yeah,
No.
because I was like,
You
no,
can't.
I'm gonna spend at least $1,000, like, and I don't want to do that. I have all these weddings and shit to go to, and they're like, just don't spend money, have some self control. I'm like, so what am I gonna fucking do? Sit in my hotel room, like, and like not do shit,
Dude,
Like-
listen to this. So, I was really hyper aware of like every time I come back from Vegas, it takes me like a week to not want to kill myself, just from brain chemicals. No,
Brain chemicals.
Slight segue.
Yeah.
That fucking air that they pump in.
Oh yeah,
I hadn't even had a drink, and I was already feeling weird and woozy.
sure.
And it's that there's some shit in that air.
Well,
it's probably like radon or something.
No, they pump in fucking oxygen, dude.
They do, but there's something else in
You
it.
think
I'm
there's
telling
something
you.
else in it?
I know for a fact because
I thought I was a conspiracy.
I hadn't had a drink
theorist.
yet because I drove up on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was there, and I was all fresh and feeling good from the ride. And 15 minutes into being in the hotel, I already felt like dog shit. But so, like, I was so aware. Like, I went saying, I'm going to go hard Saturday night. I know I'm not going to get any sleep Saturday. I'm going to get up.
Yeah.
Sunday, I'm going to bed early.
Uh-huh.
I'm just doing it. And I made it. I did it. Went up to the hotel room at like 11:30. Was like, I'm gonna take a fucking jacuzzi bath.
Ooh.
Took a little jacuzzi style bath.
I mean, gross that I have to mental
By the
picture
way,
that, but
ate a Butterfinger in the bath, which was probably the best part of the weekend.
dude, it's been so long. It's been as long as I have seen The Simpsons in because he used to do the commercials. Like it's been like 10
Oh
years.
yeah, dude, so good. Still stuck in my teeth. And so I'm like, I bought this tiny bottle of wine that's big enough for 2 glasses.
Yeah.
For $40 in the gift shop. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna rent.
Vegas.
I'm gonna pay-per-view The Gray, which I wanted to see.
Yeah. What did you?
Doesn't tell you how much they're gonna charge, right?
Right.
So I finally get the room charges today.
Yeah.
I get to see it because everything goes through.
Uh.
$41.
For the gray?
Yeah.
Now, was
40.
it- now-
And by the way, I watched a half hour of it and then went to sleep.
Now, was the gray a $41 movie? Is the question.
I was really enjoying it, but like, I fell asleep. So $41 for the first half hour of The Gray, plus the $40 bottle of wine. So even just going to bed, $5 Butterfinger,
I mean, you pay for
$100. That's $100.
You pay for convenience out there, man. They make you pay. If you have money, it's the greatest place in the world. Like if you want to spend all your fucking money, it's the greatest place.
No,
in the
I know,
world.
but it's not like. It's not that much more fun than just going with your friends and having a weekend in San Diego,
Sure,
or
which is what I did.
New York, or wherever.
By the way, that's what I did.
Yeah, and you also
That's
got
what I did.
sunburned all over your face. You look like a fucking lobster, you idiot.
A tomato, but we went kayaking. Have you ever been?
Big time, yeah.
Dude.
Used to do that back in the Northeast.
It is the most fun water sport.
Did you
I've
go
ever
ocean
done.
kayaking?
Yeah, ocean.
I've never
kayak.
done that,
dude. Like,
that looks fun.
I mean,
What makes it so fun?
It's dude, you're just like first of all, I went tandem with the girlfriend, and you would go like in, they push you out, and like you're just like crashing in upon the waves are just crashing upon you.
So you're rowing out
no
against the waves,
you know,
right?
If you could see what he was doing, he was being an idiot and like rowing like it was a fucking rowboat.
Okay, whitewater rafting. I know what I'm doing. I know how to whitewater raft.
So it's an oar and it's got
Cover
two
the
sides.
T.
It's got two sides. You do it like clearly you've never been kayaking, you fucking liar.
Yeah, you do this. You do that.
So
It was
anyways,
like dancing.
so you go out and the waves are just pushing you back in, and you just like are getting, and you're just like rapids, and then you get out, and then you get out over it, and then you get out over it, and it's just kind of like swells. And
Yeah.
and it's just fun, and like there was all these fucking seals,
Oh yeah.
and just all this shit.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Were they
so-
seals or were they sea lions?
Sea lions.
Yeah.
We were at the La Jolla
Thought so.
Caves. The La Jolla Caves. If anybody take a look online, dude, it's fucking awesome, man. La Jolla's like the third richest town in the entire
yeah.
country. It's so rich.
Thanks for not inviting me.
I did, dude.
It was
I'm never
very-
planning another fucking trip with you again. Like it was the most stressful period in my life.
Hey, we're going on vacation next weekend. Whitewater rafting. Are
Yeah.
you gonna chicken out again?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to K-ville. No.
Okay, I might go. I don't know.
I was late.
I
on
didn't.
the,
I
late
didn't
on
get the invite.
And it's totally my fault because I sent it as a text, and I that is my fault.
It's all right.
Tills.
I mean, you sent it on Facebook, and I wasn't part of Facebook yet, so it's not really
I
your
know.
fault.
And it's so funny because I even said, like, I remember when I was sending it, I was like, oh, he's not on Facebook, I'll include Kate. And then I just didn't.
You know, I got fucking bitched at, or I didn't get bitched at, but Kate was curious as to why I didn't tell her, and I was like, because I didn't get invited, and I don't know if I'm going. But now I think I'm going to go, because she's going to be out of town, and I'll have nothing to do.
Whoa, where's she going?
She's in Chicago right now.
She's staying for that long?
She's staying for like a week, yeah.
So more than a week if she's there now and she's staying through
It's
next
like 10
weekend.
days. It's like 10 days, okay?
Well, I think if we do the math, it's more like about 11 or 12 days.
Can you go back so I can send you a fucking
Does
link?
she, does she, like...
She has family out there. Her family, her sister, and
Yeah,
her
but
nieces
she
and
was
nephews.
just with them. I mean, this sounds like maybe there's someone else out there. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, what's...
Can you? No.
I'm on. What's the deal?
Maybe there is.
But why? I mean, why would you take a 12-day...
Well, I convinced her to take a 12-day.
And wait, and she just started working out like a week ago too?
Yeah.
So right before her 12-day trip without you back to where she just came from, she like needed to get in shape and get tan by kayaking.
What are you trying to say?
Did she get a
Biggie?
haircut? Did she get her hair done?
No. I love how you just stopped dead. You're like, that's my
Well,
whole fucking point
I'm
is
not sure
flawed.
that-
It doesn't. Make sense.
It's not flawed because I think she just took a 12-day trip back to the place where she was living without you, having long distance relations with you and maybe close distance with someone else.
Let me. Do you want me?
Got a tan
do I
and
need-
started working out before taking a 2-week trip,
Do I need to
2 or 3 week trip.
Do I need to walk you through why we're going back? Why we're back?
I don't want to know.
Well, there's a wedding. I mean, there's a wedding we're both going to this weekend.
Right, but
A graduation party also, and then her family's also in town for a week. For
I'm sure that
her
her
nieces and nephews and her sister, who she loves dearly.
but who else is there? Okay, when the family goes away, the girlfriend shall play.
You know what?
I just
You know
I
what,
just don't
dude?
want to see you get hurt.
In fact, I know that's a bold face.
No,
lie,
I would
and
like to see
yeah,
you
would
badly
love
hurt.
to see me get hurt.
I want to see you devastated.
Dude, you don't want it. You thought I was glum, man. I will be.
Oh,
no,
God,
see the thing.
you're the worst.
The thing about breakups, though, is that like,
Shake-ups. I like to call them shake-ups.
yeah, it's true. They're more shakeups than breakups. But the thing about them for guys is like you're devastated for a certain amount of time, maybe like a month, maybe 2, depending on how long the relationship is. It's usually like about 1/10 of whatever the duration of the fucking relationship is.
It's a good point, yeah.
And then, like, you are well, I don't know about you because I don't know what's wrong with you, but like, normal man is like so happy and just like out every night. He's back to those like younger days, like where you can go out, party, like get up, go to work, and be happy around everybody.
Yeah, at least pretending that that's the case.
For about a couple months, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
start to like mope around and be like, "Man, I got nothing to do. I want to watch a movie with a girl."
Well, I think the rule of thumb is that take how long the relationship was, and you'll be depressed for 1/7 of it.
1/7.
Because you'll be depressed for every Sunday. Because that's the only good day to be in a relationship.
Except
when
during football
when
season.
you're all fucked up. Well,
Well, you're
obviously
lucky.
you chop that out.
No, you're lucky though. Because, yeah, chop. Add that to the equation.
Yeah.
The 1/7
So
minus
1/9.5.
Yeah.
What am I lucky for?
You're lucky because you're a
Besides,
woman. Your girl is highly into sports and football and the things that you like to do and fantasy football. She loves all that stuff. And
That is good. That is really good.
Yeah, that's
because I have dated glum cunts before.
yeah. I mean,
Where they're like, so all day Sunday, we're gonna sit inside. We're not gonna go hiking. It's like, no, because the fucking football season's like 20 fucking weeks. Shut the fuck up.
is it 20, man?
It's like fucking great. I love football
Dude,
so much.
I mean, like the second it's over, and like I'm terrible at fantasy football, and I don't know that much about sports, so like, but like I just love fucking football season. Like when the second
So
it's
great.
over, I'm just like, ugh. Like I want to start again, but I don't because if it did, I would love it as much.
I love what it does to our culture in the
Yeah.
U.S. Like, it is known that during football season, that is what Sunday is about. Mm-hmm. You walk L.A. is one of the most shallow fucking bullshit
It's a
towns in the
shithole.
world. But it is such a shithole.
I hate it. It's such a
I hate it more and more every day. But you walk down the street in West Hollywood, which is the gayest zip code in the world.
Yeah.
And like it's dominated by football.
Yeah.
Going anywhere, all about football.
Yeah.
Everyone's got specials. It's fucking amazing.
Well-
And it's just this camaraderie. Like, yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
shit too, man. But I'm gonna eat these fucking onion rings.
I'm gonna drink
get
mimosas.
shit.
All I can drink. The chicks
All
are
you can
drinking all
drink
you drink
mimosas.
mimosas. Like
Greatest thing ever. $20 at Baby Blues.
I know. You guys are all like every
Love
time
it.
I go there,
They're-
there's just like mimosa after
We're
mimosa.
gonna find a new place this year because their food is shit.
What, Baby Blues?
Their food it's just gone so downhill.
Really?
Yeah. And I hate
What?
to say it. I haven't been there in 2 months.
What?
Because the food is just gone. You know what they did? They opened
Crazy.
this restaurant. Was really popular in Venice.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I
You can't
I've
even.
eaten there.
Yeah, it's like
I
hard
eat
to get
there.
in, right? Like line.
No, it's not that
It
ridiculous.
used to be like there was lines and stuff.
It's popular.
And so they want to take advantage. They opened it in West Hollywood, which is a big time high foot traffic area. So they were killing it for like the first year with the food,
Right.
To get the solid fan base and
Yeah.
get the rep. And then it's just gone so downhill. Like stuff that's such a no brainer, bro. Their cheeseburger is bad.
What the fuck?
How
Like-
about a barbecue place can't make a decent fucking cheeseburger?
Dude, I mean, when you get a bad cheeseburger from a place, you know that like it's either a Mexican joint that's trying to serve everything, or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're just fucking like lazy schlubs who are cooking a frozen patty that you would get in a college cafeteria or high school
Yeah.
cafeteria.
Yeah, or it's like you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
Don't with a cheeseburger. Don't make the fucking patty too thick.
No.
that's a big mistake with these
Sure.
gourmet places. You know.
Oh, yeah.
this thick patty. It's like I don't want a meatball in a bun. A nice
You
thin
do,
little
though, you
fucking
fucking
patty.
wop, you
I want a
fucking
fucking
dago.
Oswego High School cheeseburglar.
So I've been meaning to talk to you about this thing that you claim, this idea that because you're Italian, you think first of all that you can speak Italian, which you can't.
I understand it.
But
I can pronounce it.
okay, so but you also think that so you think that C's in Italian are CH's in when you speak them in English. Is that what I'm getting?
No, not always.
What is it? What is it? That
Okay,
because
so there's so here's an
there's
example.
a place called Mendocino Farms.
It's Mendocino Farms.
Okay, I'm wondering why and explain
okay.
this. Explain this.
There's a famous Italian dish. It's a seafood soup, fish soup. It's spelled Cioppino. It's not Ciopino, it's Ciopino.
So you're saying because fish soup
Ciopino.
is spelled with a C,
Well, generally, rules of language apply steadily
not
throughout
in
that
English
language
they don't.
as a blanket.
Not in English they don't.
What are you talking about?
Read, red, they're the same word and they're different words. I mean, moose and moose is singular and moose is plural. It's complete
But-
nonsense.
okay,
You can't
but-
assume that.
Ciopino
Mm-hmm.
is the same as the other thing, Mendocino. I forgot. But no, I don't claim to know
No, I'm just
how to speak Italian.
I just
I just have lived for a little bit,
and-
I also know that it's not. You also say lasagna.
I've never said
You
that.
have, you have.
Shut the fuck up.
And
it's
you
a
eat
lie.
it. You eat it about 4 times a week.
But I mean, listeners, please weigh in, tweet us, send us an email, go to the
Okay.
website. I want to know if C's are pronounced ch in English.
In an Italian name,
C's
not
are ch.
all. Like my name is.
So what's the rule? What's the rule that makes it pronounced?
It's just. Do you know sometimes
it's
it just
just
sounds
that
better?
you're making it
Okay,
up.
Ciopino, not Ciopino. Case closed.
But it's a CH. What do
It's
you
a
mean?
CI. It's a CI.
But what, so is it just CI? Is it just CI
No.
that's pronounced ch?
No, it's like I don't know.
Like.
Mendocino. Oh, it is. It's CI.
Okay. All right, so it's
But
CI.
it is
I just
Mendocino,
wanted
because it's CI.
I just wanted to fucking read, like, I just wanted a rule, like, because it's all C's in Italian. You can't be CH's
No,
in
I
English.
understand that.
All
Let
right.
me tell you something though. Mendocino Farms. Oh boy, are they good. Go to mendocinofarms.com. No, I'm just kidding.
Mendocino. Oh, by the way,
Don't do that.
yeah, still don't have fucking sponsors because
Too controversial.
It's just like these people want us to sell our soul to fucking to
Yeah,
they,
I
they
don't
want
wanna
us
do
to
it.
give 10 minutes of the show to
Well, no,
fucking
we're not.
ads.
We're not gonna do that. This is.
This is about fucking the fans and us.
I agree.
Mostly us.
It's sad that you have abandoned the fans, because your girlfriend moved out here. It's
Yo,
awfully
listen,
sad.
listen.
Hopefully
If we could split up.
hopefully she's having a great time in Chicago right now.
If I put
Or
with
as
her-
we would say in Italian, Chicago.
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 All right.
She's-
Let's wrap this up for this one. I'm really hoping that Gromit. We put it all out in this one for you, Gromit.
Now, I would like to thank Gromit. I would also like to thank. That's about it. No, but sorry to the about 2,400 regular downloaders. We're sorry. We had to take some time off.
It's interesting that
Season
you
4
said-
back and strong, and this season, I am going to say this: we're gonna have the best season ever.
This is going to be the best season.
We're gonna be consistently entertaining. We're gonna have good guests, and I am gonna suck my own dick.
On air, on audio air. He's going to say something.
Live audio cast. Anyway,
no, hold on though. I'm sorry, but I'm going to throw it out there again. If anybody wants to volunteer to help us out in some of the things that we have to do, the rigmarole of the podcast, I think we'll be able to get them out more regularly.
what do you mean?
Gromit.
What is Gromit gonna do? We don't even know what Gromit does.
He's going to learn how to edit podcasts.
We got to get a picture of Gromit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now all it is Gromit from Wallace and Gromit on his Twitter.
That's not gonna cut it.
Wait, do you think he couldn't really be?
It possibly is. It possibly is the cartoon character.
How did a cartoon
Oh my god!
claymation dog learn how to type?
I think somehow my Mac just got a virus. All right. Well,
all right. We gotta
listen,
go.
everybody. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been real good.
We're happy to be back, season 4. Hope you enjoyed. Hope that little lady up in Oregon who counts on us on Mondays. Hope that she's gonna enjoy hearing the sultry tones of my beautiful voice.
Big D,
Good night.
I've missed you.
I missed you too, man.